Look, it's not just.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to my Napoleon Total War battle. This is the first battle that I've recorded and posted on this channel. I am your host, dear meme lord and awesome guy. Yeah, I'm the meme lord. Him. Anyways, let's get right on it. I have some Russia. I am playing as Russia. I have some Cossacks, some infantry, some cannons, some grenadiers, some Polatskin grenadiers. I think that's how it's pronounced. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how it's pronounced. Polatskin grenadiers. Anyway, the British, which are the CPU, which is basically the computer, have some dragoons, cannons, Swiss infantry. It's weird, but it's kind of a mod that I installed and kind of adds additional units, and I found funny how it's added to the British army some Swiss guards, so I found that funny. Especially because Swiss are usually neutral, but anyways, the British have two cannons and whoop, it's lagging a little bit. I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to lag. Of course I don't, no one does. So my howitzers are going to start firing at the foot guards of the British infantry. Does no damage the first shot, but as soon as they get closer the damage will increase. But anyway, if I keep firing, the morale will be always achieved. And these Russian units are so beautiful. For the motherland, bitches. Anyways, one thing that really is going to screw me up eventually is going to be that cab over there. The dragoons, the British dragoons are going to screw me up. And I'm getting closer to my microphone because I'm afraid you guys will go deaf or not even hear me at all. So fine. Whoop. Let me just. I was just adjusting the sound in this recording. So over here the British foot are starting to lose morale, but I don't know if they're losing men. Here I was really stupid and I didn't notice that my Cossacks on that other flank were being shot at by the howitzers. I didn't notice because I was too focused on the British cavalry and the howitzers. So after a while I started to notice that we were... Well, so here's the main focus of this battle. It's basically the Grenadiers square that's going to hold on for such a long time. It's going to be like there for almost the entire game, and it's going to hold pretty good. Then we have the Cossacks. I'm readjusting the Cossacks, so if there isn't a charge, I could flank the other cavalry. And here, the ground is being filled with howitzer holes, but still the morale compared to the other morales units are pretty good. And these British units of grenadiers are really beautiful. I've gotta say, I love their hats. They're just amazing. They just look really pretty. And sorry if my accent is... Oh, we've got some damage apparently on the second foot. And I'm so sorry if my accent is a little bit too hard, because I kind of speak English, but I live in Portugal, so my accent gets a little bit weird. Here, I, for some reason, decided to charge, which would seem to be a good idea with lancers, kind of. But then I just decided to pull up diamond and then like click twice on the diamond button, so it would activate it and deactivate it. Or else, basically, the Russian Cossacks will be skirmed. The first cavalry actually did pretty good, but the second one just completely lost morale for some reason. I still can't figure out why they were not many battle, they were not losing that many numbers. But even though the grenadier shield will go on, the shield square will go on. My neck hurts.
Our men are running, sir.
And I'm sorry for the quality of the video and maybe of my microphone. It's kind of like a potato phone, a potato microphone. Well, in here, the howitzers are going to start doing damage, and here's the fun part of this battle. I'm going to start shooting with the cannon, and just basically the blob of the British army that's located over that hill, just start shooting them and just start shredding them. It will be just beautiful. Over here, I feared that I also charged the howitzers, the British howitzers with my Cossacks. Here I removed the square of the grenadiers because of the British line infantry is going to start coming up closer and closer. Here I decided before they come to stretch the units a little bit because I fear they were going to outflank me. And that's where that other unit was hidden behind the houses starts to play along. Since the cavalry, my Cossacks were defeated, I started to square again. But then they were backing up, so I started to line up. I let the grenadiers to wait a second, because they were going to shoot and it was just going to be a massacre, a beautiful massacre. Well, that's kind of sound, and sometimes this will happen that the game will froze a little bit, so I got to pause it and then unpause it, but it doesn't work. It's kind of weird. Yeah, alright, they are starting to shoot. Oh, this will make a beautiful screenshot. Hold on a second. That's beautiful. That's just beautiful. And so I'm just going to speed up. Oh, right, it works kind of like that. And again, it stops again. I don't know why it's stopping. I guess I'll eventually stopping anyways. Well, as you can see, the main battle has already started. My musketeers are starting to shoot and fucking anyway, so I here pulled up really quickly the square, and the cavalry just stopped. The British cavalry just flanked and my guys didn't even touch them and they died mostly. Then the shots started to be fired and the charge started and my batteries going. The shots started to be fired and luckily that the line didn't focus on my grenadiers, otherwise I would be in trouble. Thankfully they focused on the line infantry near close by. Over here with my Cossacks, with my remaining Cossacks, I realized that I suck at cavalry. At cavalry charges or even cavalry, any type of cavalry, unless it's cavalry charging like skirmishers. Here the line is going pretty well, and the British are losing quickly morale. They're just beautiful grenadiers, but anyway, they're losing morale. And man, also the British here try some suicidal tactic of moving while I was shooting at them. Because I was a pussy, I moved my general A because I feared that the cavalry could charge the general. And here the cavalry just focus on the fucking grenadier square instead of trying to hit the other infantry for some reason, and this square will hold on and break the entire cavalry.
So as I was saying, it will break off the entire cavalry. So in here we have the British kind of bugging up and charging my musketeers, but they will be able to handle it because of morale. And the general of the British is now charging and being hit by, oh god, he flied, and being hit by artillery. The Swiss Guard are here being mowed down. The Grenadiers have defeated the cavalry, but I'm going to de-square them and make them run away. Here's the Swiss Guard. I'm going to make them run away and then come back to shoot the Swiss Guard. right in the foot. And the Swiss Guard still focusing on the other infantry. My general is going to come back because the grenadiers are going to lose morale really fast.
Our men
There we
are
go.
running, sir.
And battle is going well. And here it is the Lancers and the Cossacks Lancers try to charge Dragoons, but unfortunately they were really defeated because I suck at cavalry. I just can't work with it very well. And basically the British cav is going to be defeated eventually. Most of the British line infantry is retreating. As you can see, they are volleying massive volleys. Here the cannons are shooting canister shots against the British line infantry and the Swiss guards of the British line of the British army, which will break them off. Beautiful. They just die and fall and crumble under the Russian might. So now I'm going to send these two forces to focus on this particular Swiss foot, which surprisingly enough it's going to hold back really good. So here the grenadiers were charged, so I'm going to send the musketeers to help them by a counter charge. I'm hoping that it will balance and the British will break. Here's the general running away close to the artillery, which I will have to defeat in the end of the game. Well, anyway, over here at the battlefield, the line infantry is now going to focus on the Swiss guards. And in a foolish attempt to try to defeat the artillery, I tried to charge it while the other infantry was shooting. So with the grenadiers, what I did was the following. I tried to launch some grenades and then charge. But then take a look at this. They were normal, but then they wouldn't move out of their way. they will just get stuck on the ground for some reason. And they will just get mowed. For some reason, for some odd reason, and then the infantry came from behind, took a bullet to the face, and finally was able to push the grenadiers off in front, charging the cannons. So it was a bloody charge, but in the end, the grenadiers and the muskets were able to fight off the
Glorious victory, sir.
general
Soon
cav
will be
and the cannons, which broke, and the general was killed. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.
We have killed their general, sir. Now they must break.